Okay, in this topic, we're going to fool around a bit with a network diagram. Now, this isn't from project, but it fits on the page. Uh, if you do a network diagram, it shows all tasks are linked together. So in this case, 1 has to be done first, then 2 can start. 2 has to be completed before task 3, 4, and 5 can start, and so on. Now, if you look at the red line, that's called the critical path. If you add up all the days and the times on that, it's 22 days. That's the one that's going to determine the completion date for our project. If you have any delays in any of those tasks, it's going to add to the project length. If you do the other path, any other path, you're going to find that it's less than 22 days. So you always got to make sure you get the task done on the red line. Now before we start, if you still have that double pane, you want to get rid of it. If you go to the second pane and just right click your mouse, you'll see this pop-up window. Just uncheck split screen, it will go away. Another thing that'll be important is the zoom button. You got to make it smaller if you want to see how the total network is, but you can't read it, so you got to zoom it in to see what the individual tasks are, the different nodes. But there's the zoom toggle. Play with it a bit, see what happens. Now I've zoomed out quite a bit here, but you can see that as you complete tasks, they get crossed off. Now these are called task nodes, each one of these little boxes. So each box will contain what the task is, when it starts, when it finishes, and who's responsible for it. That's for each task node. Now there are special shapes for a couple of these milestone and summary nodes. If you look at this one here's a parallelogram. That's a summary node. And this hexagon, that's a milestone node. So what is a path? It's just a chain of all the linked tasks from a starting point to an end point. Again, this one shows you the critical path. That top line again is 22 days. And the other way of getting from number 2 to 11 is less than 22 days. By definition, critical path is the length of tasks that have to be done on time in order to complete the project on time. So we're just going to get a feel for what a network diagram does. This is the MyWoods 3-bedroom home project monitoring project. It's open. So we're going to start. Just click on a task. You see the darkened in ones. Just fool around with it. Get a feel for it. Again, as we complete tasks, they get crossed out in the network diagram. Here's our zoom slider. Just take that back and forth and watch what happens to our network diagram. And if I want to move around the network diagram, I've got these sliders on the right side and the bottom of the view. Just move those around, watch what happens. We're going to move all the way to the lower right-hand corner. I'm going to find the Install Appliances task node. Again, it's towards the end of the project. Okay, we're going to install a tankless water heater. So the way I do that is I'll go here to Install Appliances, left click, drag it to the right. This box will appear. I'm going to install tankless water heater. And then I want to connect that to clean up for occupancy. The way I do that is left click again, just drag this down, and I'm done. And that's how you do it. And save your file.